this is Miss Rosie. Welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna be making goat water. Not to be confused with mannish water. Goat water is made mainly from the meat of the goat with lots of herbs and spices. But before I go into the recipe, let me say thank you to all our new subscribers. We have another 100 subscribers. So come along with me and let's get this recipe cracking. So before I cook the goat, I have to wash it, and I'm going to do that with some vinegar, and I'll put some lime in it as well. Oh, and by the way, that's the best way to cut the lime, to get the juice from it. I never cut the limes in half. It's so much easier to get the juice when you cut it that way. Cut your hand. See how easy? Get all that juice out. We wash it to get some of that mannish smell out. Throw that water out. So I have washed it out a couple times and I've thrown out the water. So I'm going to just add a little bit of vinegar again and squeeze 2 halves of the lime, and I'll let it soak for a few minutes before I put it on the stove. Just let it soak in the lime and vinegar for a little bit, and then I'll boil it. Yeah, the goat meat is on the fire. I am going to add some Maggi cube powder to it, and I'm going to let it cook on high until it comes to a boil, at which point I will turn the heat down and let it continue cooking on low fire, because I don't use a pressure pot. But if you do, that's fine. You want to use the pressure pot to speed up the process, that's fine. But I don't season my meat overnight either, or was in advance. I season in the pot, but because I cook on low heat, everything gets into the meat and it tastes like it was seasoned hours or a day ago. So here we are. We're using 1 large onion, diced. I have my bell peppers, red, yellow and green, diced. So here we have some Irish potatoes and some yellow yam that I'll be cutting up to add to the goat water. So here we have some flour, just like 2 cups of flour that I'm going to make some dumplings to add to my goat water. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of salt in it. Just a little bit of salt in there. And I'll gradually add the water until I get it to the stiffness that I want it. We Caribbean folks, we like hard dumpling. You can also add cornmeal to the flour if you like, but I'm not doing that this time. But cornmeal flour tastes good too. Drop of water again. There you go. I'm gonna let it rest a little and then I'll come back to it to make it to be a lot easier to continue. So I'm back to the dough. It has rested for a few minutes, so I'm gonna finish it off now. It's nice and firm, just the way we like it. If you don't like yours that hard, you don't have to mix it that firm. I only use 2 cups of flour, but you don't have to use that much. If you don't want to, you can use more if you need to. So there you have it. I'm just gonna let it sit there until I'm ready to use it. So here we have the dough for the dumplings. They're ready to be shaped. I'm just gonna make long dumplings. You can make them whatever way you want, round, long, flat, it doesn't matter. I actually like the round ones. I do. Let me try and make some round ones. So I've added the yellow yam and the potato in water in the pot to cook, and I'm going to add the goat meat. It's cooked. It can cook a little more, so I'm gonna put it in here to finish cooking with the potato and the yellow yam. So there we have the yam and the potatoes. They're partially cooked. I'm going to add the bell peppers and the onions. And I'm also going to add the rest of the water from the goat when I cooked it. I'm going to strain it. I already removed most of the excess oil from it. I'm straining it because we have a little gunk in the bottom that I don't like in my soup. So I usually strain it. There we go. So I'm going to add the dumplings to the soup, or the goat water rather. There you go. I'm going to add as well some allspice, whole allspice, or peppercorn as some people call them. I also have some bay leaves straight from Dominica. I'm going to put in there. That's enough. And some thyme, fresh thyme. I'm gonna add some black pepper. And some clove powder. I love clove. I don't like biting into them, so I use the powder. And as you might notice, I don't mention garlic, not because I don't like it, but because it doesn't like me. I have an allergy to garlic, so definitely if you're going to try this, you might want to put garlic in there. I'm adding 2 packs of the Jamaican ram jam soup. Oh man, I wish you could smell in here. It smells heavenly. It smells so good. So So I'm just gonna let that boil a little more, and then I'll come back for the finishing touches. So I'm gonna add a little bit of coloring to the goat water. Start small and add more as you need to. So I like it a little darker. This one is. Now I'm gonna add some thickening. I already mixed my flour. There are no lumps in there. Well, that tastes really good. So I'm gonna top it off with here. That's the last thing I put in here, some chopped scallions or chives or green onions, and I have this seasoning pepper. I'm gonna put in that for the last thing I'm gonna put in here before I turn the stove off. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and turn on the notification bell for more videos. Leave your comments and your suggestions below, and I'll see you next time in the kitchen with Rosie, where the secret ingredient is always love.